What's good, Visionaries? It's your boy MikeLarry. We back with another edition of Off the Top Road with your boy MikeLarry. Um, right now we're before I get into the matches that's going to happen at Crown Jewel November 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I want to give a shout out to I just want to take the time out, let you know if you've been watching, asking why we haven't started the NBA predictions or talked about the NBA that just started this season. First, we want to shout out Wolf has been doing, getting himself busy for school. I want to shout out my dog Wolf. He's like, like a little brother to me. Just want to make sure that he's okay. Make sure that I know school is very stressful, especially in college. With a lot of exams, a lot of midterms, a lot of tests you got to take, especially to be in the profession that you're trying to get at, being a doctor and stuff like that. So let's just shout out Wolf. Make sure he focusing on that. Make sure he get things situated, and you know what I'm saying. Future up and coming successful black doctor. We're gonna make sure that happens. So we're gonna do right now off the top road with your boy. Keep in touch. I might come back on. I might bring some special surprises. You know what I'm saying, for to talk about the NBA season with me. You know what I'm saying, get their opinion on it. So that you never know. You know what I'm saying, ain't gonna keep no promises. I've been telling people I'm gonna be consistent on content, and that's my fault. So I'm back. I'm back though. I know I've been busy with work and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying, we back. But anyways, I want to get into this Crown Jewel. It's been catching my eye. We're gonna start off right at the top. Well, I'm going to talk about a little bit of it. Crown Jewel. We got a fatal four-way women's tag team match for the tag team titles. We got a triple threat match for the U.S. Championship. We got Cody Rhodes and Gunther, world champion versus WWE champion. The battle for the Saudi Arabia championship, which is something new. I guess the champion of all champions. Same thing with the women's. You got the women's, the world. I got to get used to it because I'm used to the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, but you got the WWE Women's Champion, then you got the World Heavyweight Women's Champion. They're gonna be battling for the same thing. Then you got basically what everybody wants to see: the new bloodline, Solo Sequoia, and his tribe versus Roman Reigns and the reunited Usos. So, yeah, I'm saying let's go see what this pay-per-view is working out. And the first topic I want to talk about today, the first match. Well, probably not gonna be the first match, but the first match I want to talk about today is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair versus Kairi Sane and Io Sky of Damage Control, Last Legend and Jakaria Jackson of Meta 4, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. All right, so bringing this match down, Jade Cargill and Bianca, I think they have to me, it hasn't been a lot of a storyline going on with their tag team titles, like holding them. I know the first time they had it, they lost it. Now they regained it back. This is second defense. It could go either way. This is a match that you will look at and say, okay, who will come out as champion? They can retain the championship, or this is where, okay, we finally get Jade Cargill can turn on Bianca. But are you going to make them turn on each other before WrestleMania? Because WrestleMania is way like in May of next year. I'm sorry, April of next year. So you're gonna have a long feud going between them two, or would you like have them retain? I think they're gonna retain. The reason why I can maybe metaphor, but they kind of new. They from the NXT brand, so I don't see them winning the titles. Io Sky and Kairi Sane, yes, are good contenders, good challengers for the titles. They could win it. The Chelsea Green Piper Niven, which they held the belts before, but I think they ran that course of winning the titles. So this one, I'm gonna have to lean against Jade Cargill and Bianca to keep those titles, keep the women's tag team around their waist. But at some point, it can happen probably at the next pay-per-view, maybe Survivor Series, or whenever they have another tag team match, or just something about they could still be champions, but let's say one try to up the other. If you get what I'm saying, like trying to up each other. So them keeping the tag team titles, yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna keep retain. They're gonna retain the championships. Nothing else I can say. Just them retaining retaining the championships. It's gonna be a good match. A lot of botches in that match, but other than all, I think they're gonna retain. Next match, I want to talk about is is this match right here. United States Championship match, LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, triple threat for the United States Championship. So to me, I can see this is probably LA Knight's first real title defense. To be honest with you, I don't see them changing the title for him. LA Knight has been hot. LA Knight has been hot since last year? You know, with the catchphrase. Let me talk to them. You know what I'm saying? So LA Knight to me, I don't see nothing major of him losing the title. It would be a surprise. I say it'll be a surprise if he does lose the title. And a person that can win it, I can say Carmelo Hayes, but they don't have that umph yet. Like they just threw them in a title match. Yes, it was supposed to be a best of 7 with Andrade and Carmelo, you know, going back and forth, fighting each other and stuff like that, and getting LA Knight involved into it. So storyline is to me kind of weak. It's not built like how it's supposed to be. But you always say to me also I remember that the writers are focusing on the main topics, the main storylines in the WWE, you know, the bloodline. You got Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and all them. So it's hard to build a good mid-tier storyline with these boys. But I can see LA Knight retaining, no championship turn on that one. So the next match we're going to talk about is, let me see what, the next match, third match on the list that we're going to be talking about is the Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton match. Prediction of that match, I got Randy. Oh no, I might have Kevin Owens win this because Kevin Owens, you know, did on the last pay-per-view jump Cody Rhodes while the cameras was off. You know what I'm saying? I guess building their rivalry before them two meet against each other. So you had to put Randy in it because he was their friend. You know what I'm saying? Like the legend carrying them under his wing and stuff. And now the legend's finna fight the student that's not being obedient. But think it's gonna be a quick storyline match. I can see Kevin Owens coming out with the win, still coming after Cody Rhodes, talking about how he trusted the bloodline, the old school bloodline of him, helping them and stuff like that. While he was going through like a whole 2 years trying to win the championship off Roman Reigns, so that's gonna be. Whew, it's gonna be a good match. Randy Orton always put on a good matches. 20+ years, still in it, man. 20+ years, still in the WWE wrestling full time. You could basically say full time because Randy is the top. Like if John Cena wasn't making movies, I think him and Randy Orton would be tied for the top wrestler of all time. On to the next match, which I think will be the main event of Crown Jewel. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus the New Bloodline. And before I give my prediction about who's going to win, just imagine this story, like this whole story is still in the making. Like the whole content of when it first started of Roman Reigns in the COVID years, coming back, signing the contract, winning the championship, turning heel, joining Paul Heyman. This all started in 2020, and this storyline is still continuing in 2024 and could be into the whole next year until it fully slows down, probably next year. But to hold a storyline almost consistent of like a movie for 4 straight years is insane. You know what I'm saying? You got from Roman coming back in the PC Center, winning the title over Braun Strowman and God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt. Like for 4 years, going through opponents, keeping his championship, the longest reigning champion. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then after losing it last year at WrestleMania, and you got this new bloodline of forming with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, and I always forget the other two dudes, but having the story just continue after 4 years, keeping it fresh, is amazing by WWE. Never in a million years watching wrestling having a storyline that can be so keep it fresh. Even back in the day when the NWO kept running their course when they came in 96 and try to run it from 99, it just got stale. But this right here, to me, it's not getting stale. It's bringing feature after, it's like a feature after feature. It's like a season after season. Like, man, they still giving me content. But overall for this match, I can see Roman Reigns and the Usos winning this match. And I think they're going to continue this up until Survivor Series, where it's the War Games, which they're going to have to get 4. We gotta figure out, because we know it's already going to be 3 against 4. But who's going to be on Solo? We already know it's going to be Solo in the ring. But who's the other 2? Is it going to be the tag champs? The former tag champs, or is it going to be Jacob Fatu and one of the tag champs? So we got to see what this leads up to, which I still feel that Roman and the Usos are going to win. This is going to take it to War Games, where The Rock and Roman build up the feud for WrestleMania 41. So overall, can't wait. I can't wait for that match. That's one of the main matches I've been looking to look at. Can't wait for it to start. Next up, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Bronson Reed. This match I can see starting in the middle of the pay-per-view. I think Seth pulls this out and beats Bronson Reed. Bronson put Seth Rollins on that injured reserve for like a month, maybe a month or 2, but he was on the injured reserve. I don't see them squashing Seth Rollins. I can't see them letting Seth Rollins win, which I can see them letting Seth Rollins win, but I can't see them letting him lose. But if you want to build Bronson Reed and build new main event characters, then you have to let the OGs take that L and build up your new characters. But overall, if I had to pick, it would be Seth Rollins winning that match. I don't see it Bronson Reed unless they let Bronson win, or Braun Strowman could come back and jump in and say, "Hey, why did you interfere in my match?" So that's gonna be another one that can be a toss up of who gonna win. Next on that list is excuse me, champion versus champion, Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. So now I get to explain to you what a champion versus champion is. Basically, the two champions of each show, SmackDown and Raw, battle it out for the intriguing Saudi Arabia Championship, or crown, to be the first annual crown jewel champion, which if you win, the belt stays in a country. The wrestler gets maybe like a big fat, like kind of like a belt like Super Bowl ring, basically. So it's basically saying who's the best of the best. And this match is tough because they're basically wrestling each other for a belt that's not going to be around their waist. But don't forget, you still got Tiffany Stratton carrying around a briefcase, so anything can happen while they're in their match. So that's a tough one. You got Rhea Ripley that's still out on injury reserve, that Liv and Raquel Rodriguez excuse me, put her through. So it's going to be tough. Really going to be tough of how to pick this match, because Tiffany can come out and probably try to win, or Raquel can probably stop her, you know what I'm saying, from interfering in the match. But basically, this match is just a regular exhibition, battling to be the so-called inaugural Crown Jewel Championship, which is, that championship up for grab. But they're not going to have the belt constantly, bringing it with them. It's just that the belt will stay there, and they'll probably get like a Super Bowl type ring. And last match that we're talking about is the Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Yeah, this match will be intense. Gunther loves to chop, do everything that's it's gonna be a close match. I still got a feeling that Kevin Owens might interfere, but I don't know if he would. But I could see Cody winning it. I can't see Gunther winning it. I look at it as it could be like a bad, if you let Cody, excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired, you know what I'm saying? Recording too late, but but if you let Cody lose, I think it brings down his momentum drastically drastically brings his momentum down, because you can't let him lose, and he's probably going to be featured in one of these main events, and probably against Roman Reigns or The Rock, or you know what I'm saying? So making him lose will be like tough, or you can make him lose and have somebody interfere, maybe a Kevin Owens interfering, and Gunther wins and Cody loses. So, but anyways, it's basically, to me, if you want this to work, I will build the secondary title, the world championship, which nobody really looks at it as a regular WWE championship. Everybody looks at, if you've been watching wrestling, there's always that one. It's the one heavyweight champion, And then you have your mid cards. But having 2 heavyweight championships is like hard to do. So you really have to look at it. It's like Gunther, like, okay, Gunther, here's second place. We're gonna give you the championship, and then Cody's gonna keep the first place. That's why I don't understand the champion versus champion. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Why we should have 2 heavyweight championships when you can just have one. I know the roster is bloated, but you can make it as one championship. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what they do, and because I think as we can have Gunther win. I think, you know what I'm saying, both are talented wrestlers. So you can have Gunther, you can have Cody win it. It's a toss up. That match is a toss up, but I'm gonna have to lean towards Cody winning that match. So overall, I'm gonna watch Crown Jewel. I hate that it starts at 1:00 our time, you know, because it's all the way over there. But I understand that I can't be selfish either, because if you look at it, it's like saying all the pay-per-views are coming over here, but they watching it late, like 2, 3 in the morning. So, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a good match card. I don't see no really title changing hands over there. I see everybody retaining their titles. I see probably the Bloodline, you know, winning and stuff like that. Cody, that one's a toss up. Same thing with Liv Morgan and her match with Nia Jax. It could be a toss up as well, because don't forget Tiffany still got a Money in the Bank contract too. So we'll see. But anyways, just wanted to get on here, give my predictions of the Crown Jewel, probably do a review of it, and stay tuned. We don't forget, we're gonna talk about the NBA. We're gonna talk about how the season's starting for some of the teams, who we think is a winner, who we think is a bust. Can't wait. Your boy MikeLarry out. This is another episode of Off the Top Rope. Peace.